We are counting down to the NFL draft. It's now just 2 days away, and everyone is wondering, who will the Lions take with the 8th overall pick?
There are a number of possibilities on the board. Justin Rose joining us now with what the Lions are revealing about this weekend's draft. Please.
Big old zeros. That's what they're
need.
revealing right now to the fans out there. But it's tactical, right? You will see a lot of smoke this week when it comes to what teams are thinking when it comes to their pick. There are rumblings out there from plenty of different sources all over, both credible, some not, trying their best to peg what the Lions will do with that 8th overall pick. But be careful what you trust when you're searching for your information, because like you at home, the Lions are trying to predict something that's unpredictable. ESPN NFL analyst Louis Riddick knows that the Lions will have plenty of choices when it comes to their time on the clock.
When you're sitting there at 8, you got to see what kind of how the draft plays out, because there could be a lot of movement within those top 5 to top 6 picks, to where some players possibly fall, or maybe some players aren't available that you thought were going to be available, and then you have to really rely on how you have your board stacked.
Lions general manager Bob Quinn has been open to the idea of trading back because his current team deeper than it's been in the past few years. So don't be surprised if that happens, but also don't be surprised if they take the best available player, which could be a wild card.
The draft is a blend of need and best available. I think this year, just looking at our situation right now with what the board looks like and what our perceived needs are, probably a little bit more pushing towards the best available player. So I think that's a good thing.
And as for the current players, they all have a draft day story, and they all are differently unique. They too, like all of us right now, had absolutely no clue what was coming.
You're hearing all these things, whether it's from you guys, your agent, all these different people tugging and pulling at you, hearing this and that, and really at the end of the day, you have no idea. So it's a whole whirlwind of emotions.
It was kind of fun, to be honest. Of course, I didn't know where I was going to be at, but at the same time, I feel like for any rookie, you just have to sit back and take it all in.
It certainly is an exciting weekend, but the players also remember that nauseous feeling until they hear their name, especially if a team that's talked to them passes on them. And I've talked to plenty of the players that say, when the team thought I was going to take, they didn't take me. I just went outside and I thought my life is over. I'm never going to play football. And then they get a phone call from somebody else that they didn't even know, and the exhilaration of finding out. So it's an exciting time, a nerve-wracking time.
Pins and needles.
But even for fans, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely for us.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the draft, you always take the best available player, right?
Not always, but the Lions are in a situation now where they have a deeper roster than they've had before, where they don't need to draft specifically for a need per se. So if a player like a Dwayne Haskins at quarterback falls to them, maybe they take that, or maybe they trade back. So, of course, it's always shifting, always moving. You can't peg it, and I couldn't tell you today for my life what they're going to do with it.
And there's personal strategy involved in there, too.
Absolutely, yep.
Always a fun time.
It's a fun time, for sure. Be sure to join us.
Thursday night for our countdown to the draft special. It's airing at 7:30 right here on 7. Then be sure to stay tuned for ABC's coverage of round 1 of the NFL draft.